football. If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Well, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Now he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
To throw on 2nd down. Strong. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 2. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing on first down. Strong. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
That's caught left side, Myers with it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw on 3rd down. Strong. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Down the left sideline. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 21-yard line. A big pickup there on the run. 54 yards. After one, 17-7 is our score. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now they'll toss it to Bell, running left. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? your two-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have one or two for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be?
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Now he's loose again. He's got a full head of steam. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. He went over 100 yards a week ago, and with that run, he does it again.
He's an absolute horse, a guy that eats carries. And what I mean by that, the more you hand it to him, the more the production you're going to get. A big-time performer.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now White lost the football. One of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. But he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. A screen to Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 1st and 10, Strong. Open man right side, Myers.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Strong. He'll let it go deep for Foster.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow. 43.
Now an inside give to Bell. Broken tackle. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This ball deep for Tony. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before break. Strong. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, bottled up, fumble, it's out, it's loose. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Strong. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 162 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Strong. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards.
And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, it's Bell. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Marcus Jones picks it.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On third down, Strong. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Slot man moves right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say,
and this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
White running to the left. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the lane. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it with Bell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage. That's what they did there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Byron Young there on the stop. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Bell.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on first down, they did that plus 3.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, what a move. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session.